हेलो 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 मेरे प्यारे भाई लोग, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। भाई कैसे हैं आप लोग? तो भाई आज अपन पजल से शुरू करते हैं। ये अपना पहला पजल है एंड इट्स ब्लैक टू मूव। सो आई थिंक रुक टेक्स पॉन क्योंकि नाइट कैन नॉट टेक पॉन बिकॉज ऑफ द स्पिन। नाउ द नेक्स्ट मूव इज rook gives check from d4. So queen takes knight with check. King will have two options to go. Yes, I think this check is brilliant. And check. There we go with the pawn push. Pawn push is wrong. That's the correct move. Because pawn push and king, there was a way with king to escape. That's why. Okay, it's a queen check. I can place king on g6. There is check from e4. After this, placing king back on f7. Okay, what after this? Uh, he's offering rook exchange. I think why not? Let's take it because after he takes my rook, there is queen check, and I can take that pawn. So there is this bishop check. If I take his bishop, he can take my bishop with check, but rook can take it directly. So take? No, that's wrong. But I don't know why we can't. Why king take bishop is wrong? Because after king take, okay, there is this check also from g5. That's why. So just king move, and after that take his queen, and then take his bishop. If I just push this pawn, and I'll take his bishop with pawn, attacking this pawn, and just take his knight. Yep, that was the correct move. Streak of one. Okay, streak of. Another move, I think king to c5 is the correct move. No? Oh, what a plan, man. What a plan. I like this. I do have one check. What is the correct solution to this? This check, I knew it was wrong. Attacking queen is all obviously wrong. What's the correct move? That's a correct move. Sacrificing my queen because after deflection there is no way he can save it. And take was force. Whoa. That's why I just like the puzzles. Okay, so I do have queen check. The only option with him is queen in between. I think this is where best attack is knight. No, then check is right. Check is obviously not right. Push pawn was right because there is this check, and after this check, I can take his knight. But how he can defend knight? Like I'm not sure. If I move my queen to a3 also, there is no square for knight to go. Okay, he can just defend by bringing his queen on c8. That's the way. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Shezo Taiwana. I'll play with you. Just give me some time. Let's complete today's target, which is 2325, and after that, I'll play with you. So let's move on to next puzzle. Yeah, this move check, and by giving check, I can take knight. Okay, so I can just take his knight and take his queen and place my rook to take his bishop. Streak of one. So it's black to move, and there is one hidden idea here. You can find out the idea and use it. Maybe king defends pawn. So that he will just give all of his pawns because I can go for that pawn. So just a single push and it was winning. Rook on d6 threat for mate. Now I can just double up rooks. So that's the way. Streak of one again. I can just attack his rook. His knight cannot. Okay. Yes. And just take that. Should I take that rook or I think if I just take that pawn, rook will sit back. And if I just take his rook, knight takes rook. So I think I should first go for just check and then take his rook because this push is not possible after that. So that's the way. Streak of two. So it's black to move now. Okay, we have limited pieces, but I think uh most of the king squares are blocked. So I think I'll give this check first. king will go either here, either here. Then we have this bishop check. And after that, king option with the king is maybe go in. I think he'll not go in. And there is this bishop check. Bishop check from there was wrong. Okay. Then I do have this knight check. But where will king go after this knight check? That's the way. Let's retry. So there's bishop check to move king forward in and defending rook. Check with bishop from other side. So because this full block is closed, this is closed by bishop, this is closed by bishop. King cannot go forward also, and bishop pushing his king back force. And now this section is also blocked. So there is this knight check. If king goes back here, that's a mate in one. Okay, and if king goes here, that's a mate with rook. Wow, that was a brilliant tactic. So it's black to move. If you calculate correctly, you can win my knight. Okay, I can just take that pawn, attack king. Take his knight, check, and check again. Bishop in between. I'll also place bishop. Okay, bishop here. No, that was easy move, yeah. I missed that. Makuba, Mazik Muko. Welcome to the stream, bro. So let's start the rapid. Come on, let's start the rapid. Starting our first rapid of the day. We are already on double two double eight. Let's see where we can reach today. It's a random match again against a fit pawn. Let's go, guys. I don't know how I get matched with this guy randomly. Come on, now we have to win this. He's YouTuber. Yes, I know, bro. He's YouTuber. He's streaming. Yeah, right. I already played with this guy. I won that time. Let's see what happens today. Hello, Tushar Malviya. Welcome to the stream, my bro. Okay, so here we go with the knight activation now. I think I should activate my dark square bishop on d2 first, and then I should go further. Win, bro. Sure, bro. Definitely, we will try for that. फिट पॉन आ गए। हाँ भाई, घूम फिर के ये बंदा मैच आ जाता है। I think I can take his bishop because after knight takes, I can place my queen. Or should I place my knight forward? Let's take knight forward instead. Let's take knight forward. मैं वहां से ही आया अभी। ओके। हेलो आकाश ब्रो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। सुकून मिल रहा है, 2300 होने वाली है फिर रेटिंग। वी आर ट्राइंग आवर बेस्ट। बिशप टेक्स, rook takes. He cannot push this pawn because there is knight take, and maybe I can place my queen on f3, attacking rook. And I have a plan. I have a plan. पूछ रहा हूँ आपको सुकून मिल रहा है जो रेटिंग। बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, क्यों नहीं मिलेगा भाई। हेलो हेलो गुलशन भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। गुलशन भाई, वी आर अगेन प्लेइंग विथ a fit pawn. I don't know how we get randomly matched. Bro, let me know, please. Okay, if I place my queen forward, he will play knight. So I think I need to first stop his knight to activate further. उधर शाउट आउट दिया तुम्हारे। अरे थैंक यू सो मच भाई, थैंक यू। Okay, I think I'll activate my queen further. Now the knight takes, we have knight take, and I can place my queen on g3 maybe. जय भाई, आप जीत सकते हो, नो चैट टॉक। मेरे को कमलेश जी बताए ओपोनेंट देखो। ओके, इग्नोरिंग। पता नहीं कैसे अफिट पॉन भाई के साथ मैच हो जाता है। So now my plan is knight takes pawn with check. If pawn takes, I do have queen takes knight. He activated his knight, obviously. So I think now he will play knight here. But no, he cannot play knight here because there is knight take. So I think I'll just activate my rook maybe. I'll bring it on e2 and bring another rook e1. ये गेम नहीं हारनी है। ओके भाई, ना कोई फालतू सैक्रिफाइस करना है। डेफिनेटली आई विल नॉट गो फॉर एनी सैक्रिफाइस दिस टाइम। I think I will open up the back rank, so there will be no mate threat. Knight cannot activate further, and even this knight cannot go anywhere. So doubling up rooks on e file. Okay. What's his plan? He will bring knight further. Maybe I can place my queen on h5. Plan is if he places knight forward, uh, I'll kick his knight. Why not? Yeah, I can kick his knight. So let's continue with our plan, doubling up rooks on e5. And after knight activates further, I'll play my queen on g4. Plan is bishop takes knight, then I can go for that. Because if bishop takes knight, he can just activate queen. Is a possibility, yes. After I'll activate my queen on g4 and plan is to push h4 so I can just move his knight away. Let's see. Akansha b3i. Hello, hello, Gulshan. Knight to e5. Okay, queen on g4. Now h4, h5, and I can get his knight if he does not move this knight right now. I think that's a mistake he made. I can just play h4. He will take my rook, knight takes it back, and after h4, can I not just take it? Take, pawn takes, and knight activates further. Okay, so I'll get two knight for a rook. Is that not a better option? Because if I takes it, he will take with pawn, and knight activates forward. Not a bad move. Okay, bishop takes knight, pawn takes it, and knight. There we go with the knight activates forward. If we just do this pawn push, I can take this pawn. Let's not do this. I think two knights for one rook is better. Two knights for one rook, not knight to e5 still. Knight takes rook, knight takes knight. Then he has to give up this knight, otherwise there is mate in one. Let's go. Definitely take with knight. And now he has to give up this knight because there will be mate in one. So after knight takes, ये सही है ना? Two knights against one rook. So ठीक है, not a bad deal. I'll get more bishop also. I'll get my bishop activated in game. Is both the rooks are just sitting idle. Not a bad idea. Now pawn takes knight, pawn takes pawn. Then I'll activate my dark square bishop in game. Okay, so great move, but I can just go for check and take that pawn, and after that I can take his knight. Check, king moves in, or maybe bishop takes is the right move. Bishop take, he'll push pawn. Yes. So I think bishop takes pawn is the best move. Bishop takes pawn is the best move. Although I was planning to take this two pawns and after that knight, but that's not a good idea because he can just activate his queen further after that, and maybe or may not be. It does not. It's not working at all. So now I can just place my bishop back. But I think I should build up knights. Yeah, I'll build up knights now. Still, queen cannot take that bishop, but queen can offer exchange. Wait, queen can offer exchange. He can offer queen exchange. After that, if I place my bishop back, he'll push this pawn. I can just take his bishop, and after that, I can have his knight. So yeah, not a bad move. Let's play knight to g3. Activating knight to g3. Bishop to c8. Bishop to c8. Which bishop to c8? Bishop to c1. Bishop back to c1. But why? My plan is to attack, not defend. Bishop goes back. I don't want to exchange. Now knight takes, pawn takes. If I just, I'm trying to trap his queen. Now if you push this f7 to, like, if you push f6, I can attack uh h, or maybe I can just take this bishop, and if he takes my bishop I can take his knight, is the plan. So pawn push is not possible. Kilo. Now knight will activate on e4. Yes, now knight will activate on e4. So after knight activates on e4, plan is to take bishop with knight e4. After that, I have this check. I can take his queen. Maybe. Let's see. It's a long plan, although, and he's also low on time. I think he's going to lose on time. So I think knight e4 still. He will push pawn. I'll attack his queen. His queen needs to go back, and I can take my bishop back. So push pawn. I'll push h5. Okay, he just took that. Okay, now if I take with knight, there is pawn push, which is, so I think take with pawn is right this time. Takes his bishop, pawn takes. I can take that pawn to attack his knight, attack his rook. Queen takes, and okay. So I think I lose my knight. Okay, so I lost my knight. The only thing I can try to do is win on time. He is 39 seconds down. Let's go. Great game. Well played, yeah. Good game, good game. Hello, hello, Paris SV. Welcome to the stream. He tried, yeah. He played well for his last 9 seconds. I think 2 to 3 moves was wrong. One was obviously that knight. Let's review this. Whoa, great, yeah. I made one blunder, which was knight activating forward because I didn't saw that pawn was activating. What was best here? Okay, to give up that pawn, so I can just go for check. Only one wrong move, one blunder, and he won. Although he made multiple mistakes. Okay, anyways, draw था उस time तक. हाँ भाई, just ये knight forward was a blunder. 1 second में तो move कर दी वो वाली. चलो, anyways, we tried our best. That's how we will become 23. एक मूव कैलकुलेट नहीं हो पाया. थोड़ा सोचना था वहां पे. Bro, I tried my best. जीतना चाहिए था वैसे, लेकिन we were in best position but couldn't make it. I think you have more potential. This is not your best. Thank you, buddy, for that. But I think we forgot. We didn't calculate it the best actually. If we have calculated properly, there we should have found out the night was going. I guess queen, play my rook on e4. I can just take that pawn. No one is defending that. Or maybe I can play queen on c6 and take that pawn. Now new aim. Yeah, today's aim is definitely 2-3-2-5, and we are going to score it. If he's not giving this pawn, I can take remaining pawns. This pawn also can't be protected. I can take this pawn with check. ये opponent तुरंत हार जाएगा. Queen takes his right. रैपिड में ब्लिट्स खेल रहा है वो. हम्म. राइट. h5 h4 h3. If rook attacks queen, queen will sit back. No, let's do it. H4, H3. सब मेरे जैसे नहीं हो सकती. Right, right. You are good at that. I think queen backs on G5. Plan is I can play my bishop on F5 and just push this pawn. Okay, let's change the plan and double up our rook and queen to attack G2 pawn. And if he try to push or do something, so do I need to offer him exchange? Now here we go with the bishop attacking rook and pinning king. Now takes. I can just take this pawn. He saw it what I'm up to. Now I can activate rook. Rook on C2, threat for mate. I think queen on. Let's keep my queen on G file only. G5. Plan is to play rook on C2. C2. If rook moves forward, I do have this check. Rook sits back. वो तीन क्वीन से खेलेगा उसके के किंग के साथ. Username should be similar in chess and YouTube. It will be easy to find out. Like Jay Bajaj. I'm changing my name on YouTube definitely, but I'm just trying to find out the best, like good move, good name for my channel. Okay, now my plan is clear. I'll play king on queen on G3 with check. If queen takes, I'll take with pawn, and after that, after this check in support, after that pawn check in support of rook, king only option is to go on G1 or on H1, and wherever he goes, I'll play C1, which is mate. Only rook can come in between, and I can take his rook. रुक क्वीन को फर्स्ट रैंक पे ले जाओ. ओके, बट वो थोड़ा थोड़ा लंबा प्लान होता. एंड आफ्टर दैट लेट्स सी, देखते हैं क्या होता है. रुक लाना नहीं था. मुझे लग रहा है ये विनिंग है. तुम बोल रहे हो रुक नहीं लाना था. ये देखो, चेक. एंड अगेन आई थिंक रुक गोइंग फॉर दैट pawn. Check, queen takes, or I can just go for the pawn push. Check, queen takes, bishop takes. I do have this check. How I can just go for mate. Should I take this with bishop? Then queen takes, rook takes. Just go for check. Or should I just play a waiting move? शायद मैं इंजन की सेकेंड मूव चल रहा था, आप फर्स्ट. ओके. रुक एंड बिशप फॉर. ठीक है ना, चलो. दिस इज विनिंग. I do have the pawn push. On check, go back. जय भाई, नीचे इस पे PGN डाउनलोड कर रहा है, हर गेम एनालिसिस करा करो. ओके भाई. डी पॉन पुश करो. डी पॉन. लाइक आई एम ट्राइंग टू checkmate with whatever is available with me. ठीक है, लेकिन डी पॉन पुश इज बेस्ट. यू आर राइट. पुश. अटैक रुक. रुक goes back is mate. Check. King goes forward. This pawn push is mate in one, right? N to F6 आ रहा है. बिशप टू F6, हाँ. और उसके बाद मेट हो जाएगा नहीं. उसके पहले मैं मेट कर दूंगा. अरे यार, नथिंग इज हैपनिंग. मुझे लगा मैं मेट कर दूंगा विथ वन पॉन एंड क्वीन. चेक आ रहा था. अरे भाई, नाइट वॉट. नहीं हुआ यार मेट. वही करना पड़ा आखिर, जो तुमने कहा था. Here we have this E5 check. Can take this pawn with check. दो पॉन दिए मैंने एक एक करके. पहले एक H पॉन दिया, देन G पॉन दिया. वो. I also need to focus on end games. Hello Krishna, welcome to the stream. King tries to move forward. I do have this check. I can take his rook. I don't think he will just go forward. He'll move my king. Come on, man. This is a mistake. If king goes forward, I do have this check. I do have this check. I can take his rook. If bishop comes in between, still I'll take his rook. Because if bishop take, this pawn is not stopping. Let's go. Come on, man. Still resign. Don't resign. Don't resign. Let's go, guys. लग रहा है मैं इंजन की फर्स्ट मूव बताता रहता हूँ और आप इंजन की सेकंड चॉइस चल रहे हो। मुझे भी वही लग रहा है। ये लास्ट में इकारू फ्रॉम मीशो वाला कैलकुलेशन किया। फ्रॉम मीशो। कहाँ से लाते हो ऐसे जोक्स? अगर मैं प्रॉपर कैलकुलेशन करूँ तो अपन जीत सकते हैं। बहुत इजीली जीत सकते हैं। सिर्फ प्रॉपर कैलकुलेशंस और हर मूव में कैलकुलेशन, मतलब जहाँ पे भी अगर थोड़ा बहुत भी अजीब लग रहा है ना, सो वी शुड गो विद द कैलकुलेशन फॉर दैट मूव। सो नाउ नाइट अटैक्स। सो यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन की जरूरत है। जय भाई, जीएम को तोड़ सकते हो। है ना, मुझे पता है। ओके, हियर वी गो विद द pawn push. If bishop, because this pawn can't be defendable. If I activate knight further, it'll go for castle. After that, I think activating this knight. Knight takes, pawn takes, attack on. So let's play a little bit different this time. And knight activates forward. If knight takes, pawn takes, attack on is another knight. But if knight takes this pawn, I'll go for mate threat. He didn't did that. So now let's castle. Keep it simple. And I'll go with the c3 so I can plan d4. d4. If he takes that knight, I can take his bishop. Okay, अब क्या करें? Pawn takes, his knight will take. I think I'll attack his bishop again. If he takes my knight, I can take his bishop. जब I don't believe in good move, I plan with human psychology जहाँ opponent confuse हो जाए. 2 plus 2 is equals to 5. In a good move, I can play with human I play with human psychology. If he activates knight further, I'll be in trouble because he can attack my bishop at the same time. If I just take that pawn, rook takes, knight takes knight, or knight takes bishop. Knight takes pawn, rook takes it. Knight takes bishop. He takes my knight. I can take his rook. King in the middle. I can go with the queen check. Take this pawn. Rook takes. Knight takes bishop. And pawn takes it. I'll activate my queen. He can bring up his queen to defend. Do I have any other activation like takes? No, I don't think I do not have any other activation. Let's do it. हेलो हेलो तुषार भाई वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम कैसा है कैसे हो मैं बढ़िया मैं तो एकदम मस्त भाई बहुत बहुत दिनों बाद आते हो यार बहुत बहुत दिनों बाद आते हो वुल्फ वाला अकाउंट आई थिंक दैट्स अ मिस्टेक बिकॉज आई कैन जस्ट गो फॉर चेक किंग गोज बैक एंड चेक आई कैन टेक हिज नाइट if king f8 then if king f8 then then I need to think but he didn't saw that then I think queen on g6 and then on h7 and after that continue with push maybe that was a plan he's resigning पच्चीस साल में डॉक्टर कैसे बन गए आज तो 2300 कंफर्म है बिल्कुल भाई 2300 नहीं 2325 आज कंफर्म है 2325 हो जाएगा आज टेक इज नाइट and I definitely will go with the pawn push. Or should I go to attack? Should I go for knight attack? Let's attack knight first. So knight needs to go back. And after that, I'll play f5. And maybe I can play my queen on g6 first and then f5. अगर नहीं हो तो कहो मेरे 5 आईडी है सबसे एक एक गेम हार जाऊंगा 59 पॉइंट्स फ्री में 50 पॉइंट्स फ्री में थैंक यू ब्रो फॉर दैट लेकिन आज जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी आज जीत जाएंगे अपन जब आपका फीडे रेटिंग 1637 अपडेट हो गया है आई प्लेड 4 टूर्नामेंट्स चल रहा हूँ फीडे देखो 30 की वॉचिंग आ गई है ऐसे ही मेरा नाम लेते रहो हाँ ब्रो तुम्हारा नाम लेने से ही तो आई है rook defending pawn because if I push still knight will take that and after that I can't take that pawn if I would have pushed f4 now I can just push a4 Bishop activation. I think now pawn push because he is planning to play his bishop. Yeah, pawn push. He was planning to play his bishop further. That's why. And now I can just take that pawn also and empty everything on that side. Yes. Attacking knight. Knight goes back. I'll take c7. Attacking bishop. Knight, maybe bishop. He'll defend his bishop, but he does not have any square. So king, queen, queen goes back will be option. And after that I can try to sack. वो नाइट बोर्ड के बाहर के जा रहा है क्या? वो नाइट बोर्ड के बाहर जा रहा है क्या? मुझे भी लग रहा है. Bishop can't take my rook. I can take his queen. But I think he's fine with that. Lost for him. चेक देगा वो. ये चीज पहले बतानी चाहिए थी. इक्वलाइजेशन हो गया पूरा. If I play rook on g1, he'll take with queen. So rook on f1. Black winning, losing अब. कोई ना भाई. That's a brilliant move, but I can still play queen back, defending rook, and now I can open up h3. If he play his rook here, I can first take his knight with check. And that's it. Uh, okay. Another thing I can do is just take this pawn and queen takes his force and I can take his rook. But he'll play. Maybe if I just push this pawn. Yeah, push this pawn. Is this still a mate? Rook takes king on h2. Yeah, it is still a mate. Mate है. मैं पढ़ाती हूँ. चलो भाई कोई बात नहीं. नाइस एक्सचेंज. Winning to losing. Correct. It just converted. I helped him to convert this game. Impossible game. Impossible winning to winning. मैं जब आया तभी दोनों, नहीं नहीं ब्रो, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस। 2371। ठीक है। F5 pawn takes, pawn bishop takes, E4, bishop takes E4, and knight needs to move. I can play my queen on H4, threatening mate, threatening mate. Queen take is right move, otherwise bishop to G4 was a plan. So now this pawn is undefended. Queen defending pawn, and I need to activate my knight also on the option. The knight activation is better because if he takes with knight, I can play my knight on C5. But he took with queen. Still, I'll activate my knight. 990 rapid. I also don't know what I'm doing. Now he'll play bishop here. I didn't saw that. Can you believe that? This is more than bullet. जय भाई घर के आसपास देसी की क्या जरूरत है? देसी से कहाँ कुछ होता है? Okay, bishop on why he didn't play bishop on E7? Because knight takes bishop and bishop takes rook, then knight takes rook was a plan. So now I can just take his bishop and play my rook on E8. This rook to E8 because his plan was to play bishop and just push this pawn. So that's why rook F8 to rook E8. And if he try to push this pawn, I'll take his knight and then I'll take this pawn. He'll bring rook and his plan is clear. If I take that pawn, uh, so instead of taking that pawn right now, I should just take his knight first and I'll double push G5 to place my king on G7 and then on F6 because rook is attacking that pawn. This rook can't be moved. And after moving on F6, I can just take that pawn. Yeah. आज मैं भी लेट हो गया स्ट्रीम करते हुए। ओके। 50 रुपए में 100 ही लो। गुड आइडिया। Pawn takes pawn takes and double up rook to take that pawn. And this is winning. बाईस सौ कर रहा था, 2198 हो गई थी रेटिंग, लेकिन अब 2181 हो गई। 2198, everyone is good here. Yes. उसके बाद में the problem starts after that, क्योंकि एंड गेम जाते जाते कब गेम टर्न होता है कुछ पता ही नहीं चलता है। ओके, rook takes pawn, rook takes rook, rook takes rook, rook takes rook, king takes, king moves forward, king moves to f5, king will defend that pawn. So I think I should go for check and should not take this pawn right now, just wait for it. Or maybe king to f5. Push. See, I can stop this pawn. There is no trouble in that. But can I make this pawn push? Like push. He'll push this. I'll push this. Takes. Takes. I can continue to push. So yes, let's take it. No problem. Take the pawn. ले लो भाई, free pawn है. He'll place his king here. ठीक है. And now if he try to move, push forward, I can win this game. He needs to make. He needs to decide what he will do. Push takes is wrong. I think I should push this c5. After that, if he push this, I'll place king on g6. He'll place his king here. No, c5 is wrong. c5, he'll push this. I'll place king on g5. He'll still push. I can take. He'll place king here. King to f4. I can place my king on g6. He'll place king on e5. I'll play king on f8. He'll play king on d file. I can play king on e8. After that, I can play c file. So if I push, takes, push. I think c5 first and then push this. But he'll take with this now. So if I push this right now, and if he takes, I takes. There is nothing. King to g6 still wrong. King to J6, king to F4, king to H5, king to E5, king takes pawn. He'll place king to D6. After that, I can start my journey. King to G4, king to C7. It'll be on C7. I'll be on F4 still. King takes pawn. If I push, maybe push, push takes push. E6 push. Okay, king to E4. If you push this pawn, you can directly play king here. लूज हो गए आप. हम्म. Now this can lead me to win. Push takes 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 push. Or if I just push C5, लूजिंग तो लूजिंग क्या कर सकते हैं. रिजाइन. ये चैट वाकई रोड 2200 कर गया. कौन बोला था फ्री पॉन है. तभी भाई. I'll not listen to this free pawn trick. C5 lose. Push C5. Come on, yaar. I was not expecting that to be loose. Today's target was 2325. And we are reversing back on 2200 now. डोंट वरी 5 आईडी है. ओके भाई फिर तो हो जाएगा. फिर कोई इशू नहीं है. देयर इज ऑलवेज ऑप्शन. नाउ प्लेइंग अगेंस्ट 2367. Activating every piece in the game. Bishop sits back. I'll place. Okay. ये थोड़ा अजीब मूव है. Pawn push, pawn takes, bishop takes, offering him bishop exchange after that. It's a game of mindset. H4, H4, H5. He'll push this. After that, I can take, I think, maybe B4. H4 looks good. H4, H5. Yes, correct. गलत लोगों की संगत में आ गए हो तभी रेटिंग नहीं बढ़ रही. H5. He'll push G5. Now, if I take my knight back to H2 to activate it on H3, he'll just push this pawn and I can't activate it further. I want him to push that pawn. That's why I didn't push E5 till now. King size attack करो. Queen size क्या है? क्या रखा है? Queen size क्या रखा है? Knight to G5. Sacrificing my knight. Why I want him to push E5? Because I can activate my light square bishop. Although my plan is to take G5, but not with knight. My plan is to take with bishop. So if pawn takes, knight takes after that. And I'll activate my knight back to F3 after this. Hello, hello, Marshall Spas. Welcome to the stream. Good evening. Backwards move mat liya karo. Review karna. NG5 was brilliant. Okay, takes. Why not? And now activating my knight. There was no sense after the sack. Exactly. Now there is sense to sack with bishop and knight take is mate. Not mate, but I can get his rook. So two piece and two piece against rook and two pawn. Not bad. Master, what is your rating? That position looks so passive. He needs to play his knight, but where he can play his knight. I'm getting I'm after giving two pieces, I'm getting rook and two pawns. So 5, 6, 7 points against 6 points. I think that's not bad. Let's do it. करते हो बस लेट मूव 2100 something करते हो बस लेट. I'm curious about know how black pushed this d4. I'll show that to you. I'll review this game. That's nice, but suggestion doesn't seems. He is in trouble. Not just in trouble, he is in bubble trouble. Bubble trouble. So you threat bishop takes g5, knight takes g5 and f4 or rook to e1 to sack on e7. My threat is to bishop takes g5, yes, but he just pushed it, so there is no way to do it. But I can continue with that plan by just playing e4, I think, knight to e4. So knight takes pawn, knight takes it back. If he pins my knight, rapid is boring. Okay, now I can just sack. But now sack does not makes any sense because there is knight which is guarding the square now. So knight takes. I think I can get uh 3 pawns for one piece. So that is knight takes pawn, knight takes knight with pawn with check, and there is bishop takes pawn, and his king will be completely open. Should we do it? Knight e takes e5. I think q c2 in future move. That bit was interesting when I learned chess, but after that I lost interest. Okay. Knight to h2, then knight to f3, two move barbat, do move barbat. Okay, I think 3 pawns for one piece is not bad. Takes, takes, and take this pawn. Although my plan is just take his knight. Yes. Just I my plan is to take his knight. And if again another knight takes, I'll push f4 to continue with the same plan. But he can just take that d3 pawn and queen attacks it back, which will be threat for mate. Rook going for that knight now. b3, knight to d3. I need to move away from this pin. फिर से लॉस लग रहा है. Free knight. It's not free. If I take his knight, his queen would have taken my knight. बिशप A2 पे क्या सी कर रहा? बिशप तो कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा है. बिशप अब बैठा रहेगा. Completely blocked. B3. जीवन के 8 मिनट बचा लो. बचा तो लेंगे, लेकिन बचा के करेंगे क्या? Q takes F4. Yes, he will. I'll take his rook, and he'll go queen check from H3, king to F2, bishop check from G3, king to E3, king to H2, king to F2. Okay. He'll go for check and take that pawn. Can I not play my rook here? He'll still go for check. I'll play my king on F1. Rook takes G2. Rook to D2, queen check, king to F1, queen from H1 check, rook to queen king to F2. Come on, yaar. 5 minutes. Rook to G2 is lost. Rook to D2. It's losing only. Let's try this. Rook to D2. Queen check. King F1. Queen check from H2. King to F2. Ah, come on. He can just take it. I thought I can take his bishop, but no. Still, this is a mate in one. Come on, resign. That rook is free, man. Challenge on chess.com. Sure, no problem. I think we are just roaming around this range only. 20 250 to 2300. Not able to cross that. जीवन के 3 मिनट्स बचा लिए हम अपन ने. Even resign button is a shame. अरे यार, what's that? Misclick. I need to push g6, then king to g7, then I can bring rook on e8. Long plan. मुझे लगता है स्ट्रीम छोड़नी पड़ेगी, नहीं तो ऐसे ही सब गेम हार जाओगे. मुझे नहीं लगता. So h6, g5, so I can take my bishop back, and then I can play king to g7, g5, and king to g7, so I can activate my rook on e8 after this misclick. And I need to play with, I think, simplification. Then only I can think further. So just take his knight. If he takes my knight, can't take his knight right now. Activate my knight. If knight takes, I can just take that bishop. Activates my knight further. Knight takes, take his bishop. Does he have anything else? Like he can just go for check. Let's do it. Bishop takes f3. If he goes for check, I'll play king on g7 because his queen is under attack. He can't take knight. After that, I'll take his knight. What? It's just a simple simplification. After that, king takes knight and king will stand back. On g7, I can activate rook on e8. Okay, he just took that pawn. He's going for my queen. I can just take his queen, and if he takes my queen, I'll place my bishop back to attack his rook. I have a big plan. Let's see. Okay, I'll first take his queen, and knight will take my queen. I'll take his knight. Now I'll play my bishop back because his knight is only. I can give check, yeah. This is a won. No, still losing. Again losing because there is a check with king. Whoa, +5, I think. You have bishop e. No, but his knight is safe now. He can just take one of the bishop and he's peace. I don't know. Let's see. He's not peace up. I can just defend my bishop. Okay, bishop to e2. Rook will activate. So I think not that. Just take my bishop back. That's it. Play with me. Equal है यार. So rook attack knight. Knight goes back. I can take that pawn. Maybe I can first. Maybe first I will attack his knight because he can go for a6 pawn. So attack his knight first, and then I'll take this pawn. He directly took it. So takes knight to b5. Defend the rook c3. My plan was basically knight b5, pawn push, takes. He can't take, but he can go for that knight. I can take that pawn. No. a6 adjust immediately. Yes, bishop takes b6. Row downfall is started. Save 12 minutes. Bishop to f7, so his rook cannot sit on e6. King to d8 was best, not bishop to f7. Okay. I think I should save 6 more minutes. Another lawn, no win. Another loss, no win. I know how to win this by playing slow and without making misclicks. e4, knight takes. क्वीन एक्टिवेशन एनालिसिस करते नहीं रैपिड का क्या फायदा. hmm, इसके बाद करते हैं. Knight goes forward. Knight takes, queen takes, bishop takes, queen takes, check, and I can take that pawn. एक साल लग गया, 1 साल लगेगा 2400 पे, तब भाई साहब, 1 year. Come on, push this pawn. 5 IDs idea is still valid though. Yeah, five I will make it, and five I will get from Akash. If he takes, queen takes, and I can take that pawn. But if he push this, I can take this pawn. And if he push this, I'll take my bishop back, and his bishop will be trapped inside. अब मेरी तरह सोचने लगे हो. That's kind of promotion. If I place my bishop back on c4, he'll again push this pawn. Okay, that's a good move. If I place my bishop back, he cannot activate his dark square bishop. So let's not go for exchange. Let's keep up our light square bishop. If he activates dark square bishop, I can just take that pawn. Okay, he's going for my bishop. I can defend it by taking this pawn, but he can play rook here, and my bishop will be gone. So for now, d3 push is fine to defend my bishop. And now I can go for that pawn take. And bishop activation is still not possible. And if he activates, he can go for check maybe, but I can push c3. No castle now. No castle now for me or for him. I think he'll go for long castle. He'll play g3. Okay, you want me to play g3. Bishop attacking queen and rook at the same time. If you push this pawn, I'll first take his queen. And if pawn takes queen, yes, that's a correct move. Bishop attacks queen, g5 for both. But he did castle. Now, if you just push f6, bishop takes queen. And if pawn takes queen, I can take his rook. I'll be exchange up. Okay, that's just a pawn push, I think. Again, attacking his queen. So I need to give him pawn. If he does this pawn push, I'll still take his queen with the same plan. If pawn takes queen. Okay, let's go. We got this. We got exchange up. Rook goes back. Plan is to play queen to a7. Can I not just attack his queen? His queen does not have any good square to go. Only just back to g6. Looks like a win for now. Delete the message like they never existed. I am not deleting, bro. It's Nightbot. If you are pasting multiple emojis more than two, it's automatically deleting it. check, I can place my queen back. Just defending my rook. To g5 will be bishop on d6. Maybe queen on e4 and offer him exchange is the good option. Queen takes, pawn takes, and I can also go for long castle after that. Rook to f1. Queen takes pawn. Queen takes h3. I'll go for long castle now. I should have not gone for long castle. I do not have any other another check also. So he will also get exchange up now. So I think queen goes back, same plan. To play queen on a7, both gives their rook in the same manner. Both gives their rook in same manner. Now queen to a7. At least I can get a pawn, two pawns in exchange of one pawn. Then c5 missed by opponent. Bishop to c5. Queen takes bishop. a4, a5. When he played bishop to d6, then c5 was best. Okay. Now he will activate his rook here. So I need to keep up my bishop there only. So he cannot activate rook here and here. Time to activate rook. Rook on e1. Then rook on e4. h5 g5 आ रहा है. I think b5 and c6. Rook to e4, maybe rook to e3. Rook to e3, defending that pawn. Rook to h1 again, same thing, doesn't work. Pawn push, white bishop doing nothing. He's offering queen exchange. That's a force move. Cannot prevent that exchange. Rook to e2. Opponent have massive advantage shortly. Pawn push, pawn takes, pawn push. Maybe just bishop goes back and take that pawn. Oh, come on, yeah. Not not winning today. It's completely losing. Let's review each of the games which we lost and why we lost to work upon it. Start review. Book move. Uh takes bishop, knight. This is a mistake. Although we took. Best was to take it more back. Okay, resume. I did one miss here. What was best here? To take that pawn directly instead of going for castle because he cannot take this pawn. That I missed. I should have took that advantage in the starting only. And this a4 pawn was a mistake because after that he can just go for check and take that pawn. And that a4 pawn was only my big supporter, which I lost, I think. Yes, after that the game was clearly losing. Yeah, right. Okay. Before this, what mistakes we made? 40 HH review. How many blunders I made? Today's a blunder day, I think. No, in this game I didn't made any blunder. He played with 92% accuracy. I played with 82% accuracy. Okay. Played Alkine's defense. That misclick. Obviously, that after that misclick and this knight move. Not taking knight was mistake. I took his queen. He took my queen, and then it was just a rook take. And I should have activated my king back on g7. Okay, मेरा king d8 देखना. King to d8 where. चलो, let's see the another game. I lost 5 in a row. Whoa, last May. Will you play with us today? Yes, yes, I will definitely. I'll let's play with subscribers only. I made 6 blunders in this game, and he just made 2 blunders. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4 blunders, and he just made a brilliant move by placing his queen, and exchange of that is force. Queen takes pawn was a blunder. Obviously, yaar. Can I play with you? Sure. Chalo, time to play with subscribers. Made very kind of mistakes which I never used to. Chalo, time to play with subscribers. अब तो खेलना पड़ेगा इतना हार हार के. जरूरी है भाई. Thanks for subscribing, Harsh. For faithful Harish. Okay, bishop activating. If he takes knight, I'll take his knight. No, that will be mate. I can take knight. I think I will place my. Okay, let's castle. That voice scared me. ये तो खतरनाक साउंड इफेक्ट है. हुलू हुलू हुलू. Pawn push. Knight takes his bishop with check, and then pawn takes knight. Opening up back rank. Activate other rook. Yes, correct. Queen defending rook. Pawn push queen to b4. Again pawn push queen to d2. Offering him queen exchange. Queen takes queen. Rook takes. Doubling up rooks. Can go for f2. Bro, it's not rapid. Yes. Now queen exchange is force. No, it's not. Offering him rook exchange. Rook takes with check. Double up my rooks on maybe first rank. Rook c1. Yes, correct bro. मैं होता तो रुक सैक करता ओपोनेंट मिस्ड. Yes. After take check. It's not working. Okay, let's go. This is winning. Free mate. Check, 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 and mate. How long have you been doing streaming on YouTube? I think I started it uh 5 months back. I started streaming. Chalo bhai, who's next? Anyone else want to play? आ जाओ. Not scoring good in rapid today. Not challenge, bro. Anything below 5 minutes, unrated. I'll paste the rules. मैं तो रैपिड खेलूंगा. उसके लिए फिर चैलेंज एक्सेप्ट भी तो होना चाहिए। Bishop to g4. You were right. But after that, h3. And okay, that's a check first. And mate. Let's go. Who's next? This is unfair. Blitz bhejo. Ah, बस थोड़ा तेज खेलना. I missed that. Mohan Yadav is here. Mohan never miss a chance to play. He has prepared some plan, I think, today. Do you play bullet? Yes, I do. I'll always feel satisfied when streamer lost. Don't know. That's something weird kind of fantasies you have. Mohan, Mohan, this is resign. Chalo, who's next? Mohan wants to play one more. This time, not bishop on f4. I'll not bishop on g4. This time, bishop sits on f4, and I'll play bishop back. I'm playing little bit different this time because every time you play queen on b3, and I will be in trouble. So this time, not going to be in that trap. I'll castle. I can only get one pawn. That's not fair. Great, bro. Good game. Well played. Best of three. Full on attack. Like this stream, guys. 24 watching, only 17 likes, and everyone, please subscribe. His rook was pinned. Yeah. Free rook. Trying to win on time. All the best. Challenge from Akash. Thanks for free look. Thanks for that, mate, too. Good game, buddy. Well played. Every one of you, sorry, I forgot to shout out every one of you. You all played very well. Good game. One more match wants to play. Why not check? With bishop. What a plan, man. What a plan. It's fabulous. That was a brilliant plan. I think I'll get a brilliant move in this game. What do you say, bro? Oh my gosh, this is cheating. Sure, bhai. Who's next? Ajo. Does he have any plan? He'll take that pawn. I'll first take this rook with check and then I'll take his queen. Come on, man. Resign. Let's go. One more in best of three. I already won. Yes, that was a brilliant move. I think rook placement on e8 was the best. Brilliant move. Yes, rook to e8 was brilliant move. Because if he takes with rook, that's a mate in one. And if he does not takes, that's still a mate with g7. Only move he can play is just queen goes back, and still that's a mate. Okay, chalo. Anyone else bhai who wants to play? Anyone left from our subscriber who wants to play? Come on, guys. If you like this channel, please hit that like button. And if you all have not subscribed, please subscribe the stream. We need your support. We only have 573 subscribers. And come on, yeah, very few have liked this channel. Hit that like button. 34 of you are watching. All together, please hit that like button. On push. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's play one rapid, two rapids, and we'll end the stream after that. I think let's play one rapid only. Let's stay focused. I think I should improve my rating in Blitz. It's very less actually. I'll first go for long castle, short castle, sorry. I knew it, his bishop was coming. So takes. Sorry for that. This is the last chess player by me. GG, it's first time I lost two game by a streamer. मैं संन्यास ले रहा हूँ मैं चेस से नहीं bro, you played well. I'm not saying you didn't play well, but the thing is you were not focused. Maybe that's the reason. अब जब भी देखोगे तो लास्ट गेम आपसे ही होगा. GG from संन्यास from chess. गाड़ा खेला he. His knight e5. His knight to e5. I can take that pawn. If knight takes pawn, I can pin his queen, but he can take bishop. I'm fine with that because I got my pawn back. Although he's at right now he's just attacking this pawn, so I'll take his knight. If he takes this pawn, maybe rook on e8 to play further. Take his knight will be problematic. I think first I'll play rook on b8 to attack that pawn. If he push this pawn, then only I'll take his knight because now he is long castle is also a little weak. That's why. Now its knight goes back to defend that pawn. That pawn was under double attack by bishop and queen. He'll activate knight also. Bishop here, pawn push, offering him bishop exchange. Let's go for bishop exchange. And after his bishop goes back, I'll play my queen on f6. Plan is to take this pawn. If you push this, I will play my bishop back because this pawn is already guarded by knight. So yeah, queen going for that pawn. F3 pawn, pawn push, bishop just goes back, and this pawn will be protected, remain protected. And queen needs to go back. Here's another knight out with support. He defended that with king. Maybe now rook activates further. Plan is I can sack my rook for a pawn on an attack on his knight. And if he try to defend it, I do have check. No, but that is not making any sense. Let's plan differently. So now his queen goes forward for this check and also attack on his knight. But I think he'll play rook c1. What will I do after that? I'll play bishop back, offering him bishop exchange. I think instead of just taking it, I'll play queen to h3 because if I takes it, his this pawn, which is vulnerable pawn, will get into game. Now bishop takes that pawn. I can take d4. Here's another knight without support b4. Here we go with the pawn push and attack his bishop. Planning to just take his bishop. Bishop goes back. Rook. Queen goes back to defend g7 square. I think I should not have attacked his bishop. But I think that's a mistake. Now he has to give up his bishop. Bishop does not have any escape square. If he tried to attack my rook, Just take that pawn. Pawn takes, then take his bishop. He'll take with queen, or just take his bishop. Rook to b8. Rook to b8. It's that will be bubble trouble game again. Yeah, this is a mistake. He's +4. Hmm. Attacking rook, defending that pawn. If rook on d, which he does not do. Attacking knight, so I can activate my knight also. I don't know. Today I think I'm not good at rapid. It's not working for me today. The real games. Let's play some 3-2 blitz only. Look threat. Open your queen, other knight. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to open all of my pieces. Why I didn't took this knight? Because bishop can take rook. I can have his knight. He is offering draw. Oh, and finally the rook activates in the game to get his knight also. Let's go. Bishop to g2. Another game. Another 3-2. And this is going to be last game of the stream for today. We'll continue tomorrow and we'll be little early from tomorrow. I'll update the timelines also when I'm going to come live, or when I will start streaming. I think pawn takes bishop to g2. I can just take this pawn. If pawn takes, I can take his knight. I don't want to exchange. Queen cannot take this. Oh, I lost my knight for free. He didn't took that. Attacking his rook, and I can just bring rook in game by playing it on c file, attacking rook again. I'll take it. Okay, great. That's a mate. Whoa, good game by him. That was a good plan. Come on, this is the final 3-2 of the day. Can't just lose and go. I think he is going to lose on time. Let's go. By the way, he tried his best. He was just going for stalemate. Chalo, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe this channel. If you have already subscribed, thank you for that. Have a good night. Bye bye. Take care. We will stream tomorrow. I'll update the time for tomorrow. Thank you. Ending stream now.